Hey guys, welcome back to Lucas's Lizards. This is the show where we talk about lizards. I'm Lucas, let's talk about lizards. We're doing another pet review today, and honestly, I've been looking forward to this episode for so long. I never even thought I was going to be able to do this. But today, we are going to be looking at Ackie Monitors. If you guys have been watching this channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I absolutely love monitor lizards. I have 3 adult Savannah monitors, a juvenile Nile monitor, and now I have an Ackie monitor. Ackie monitors are probably the best pet monitor you could possibly have, which, depending on if you know how I feel about Savannah monitors, can be quite the statement. I think Savannah monitors are one of the better pet monitors, but nobody knows how to take care of them, which is why I still give them a terrible score. I gave them a 3 out of 10 in my video covering them. But for these guys, you'll just have to wait till the end to see how I fully feel about these guys. So, before we get into everything else, let's just go over why these are such an awesome lizard. Ackie monitors, one of the main reasons that they are one of the better pet monitors, they stay small. For a Savannah monitor, they can get 3, 4, 5 feet if you feed them right. Most of them won't because they die a lot. But these guys, they are captive bred 100% of the time in the US because it is illegal to import Australian species. So if you get an Ackie monitor in the US, it is going to be captive bred and it is going to be a good one. Another great thing about these guys, they have one of the most unique designs of any monitor. They have red spots all over their back. They got those spots leading into a kind of stripe pattern on the back of their neck. And they have the tail of a Euromastix, which, if you don't know what a Euromastix is, they're these cool little flat lizards that have really spiky tails. That's why these guys are also called the spike-tailed monitor, or the spike-tailed monitor, okay? Shit. But for monitor species, they take up a lot of room, they eat a lot of things, so it's good to have a monitor that stays small. The next awesome thing that we're going to talk about is their personalities. Now, this guy is a baby, so he is still very flighty. He is scared of me because he's a little 4-inch noodle and I am a 6'2" very large person. These guys are very inquisitive. If you open their cage when they're used to you, they will come right up and they will climb on you to get out of their cage. They love interaction. They're almost tegu-like in how they love interaction. I have gotten this dude to already eat off of tongs, and he is doing backflips for his food sometimes. These are one of the most entertaining animals I have ever had, and I have owned ducks. So the first thing we're going to go over in the negative side is the cost it takes to keep these guys. The lizard alone, on the cheaper end, could be $300. I got him for $250 because the guy was trying to get out of monitors because he thought they were too much work. So, on the higher end, red Ackies can cost upwards of $600 in the US. Especially if you want to get a fully grown, already tamed down one. Now, even though these guys are a small monitor, that does not mean they are a small lizard. They still get about the size of a bearded dragon, which can be up to 2 feet long. That's a big lizard compared to most others. If you're just coming from leopard geckos, this is not a good next step. I would know, I went from bearded dragons to Savannah monitors. That was a very bad step. And it cost me over $3,000 to keep these guys alive. The good news is with an Ackie, it is not going to cost you $3,000 to set one up. Unless you try to build your own cage right now with the lumber prices through the roof. Depending on whether you build it yourself or buy it pre-made. A pre-made cage is probably going to be a lot more because it comes with most of the stuff you need. you are going to need UVB light. You're going to need UVA light. You're going to need ceramic heat emitters to be able to keep them warm at night. These guys are a very diurnal species, so they're going to be out in the day, but they are still from Australia. They are going to need a pretty good heat range to keep them going at night. They're going to need a pretty big water bowl that they're going to be able to sit in. Most monitors love to soak, so you're going to either need a giant water bowl for these guys when they get big, or you're going to need to be able to put them in your bathtub for a bit with dechlorinated water. The next bad point being, they eat a lot, which is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because it is very entertaining to watch these guys chase their food all around the cage. But it is a bad thing because you're going to need a massive supply of insects to keep these guys going, which can add up in cost. But that's where today's sponsor, GrubTerra, can help you out. GrubTerra has sent me this 500 count thing of black soldier fly larvae to keep little dingo here going. And what they've offered me, they are offering every one of my subscribers 10% off of these guys with the code GRUB10 on their website right now. I'll put the link down in the description, but if you guys want to go check them out, I highly recommend it because these are fantastic feeders. They have 70% of the daily calcium that they need, and it is just, they're good feeders. Good people too. Go check them out. And the last negative point I'm going to get to with these guys is they can be a little bit hard to socialize. When they're small like this, they don't trust anything bigger than them. You have to very slowly incorporate yourself into their daily life so that they become used to you. They are not going to immediately accept you. I don't really like handling little dingo right now because he is so scared of me. So what I do, I just stick in the room with his cage when he's basking, just so he gets used to the sight of me. Eventually, I'm going to be able to go up to his cage and just be able to interact with him. This will take quite a bit of time though, and these guys are a massive time sink. I don't recommend them unless you're able to put in the amount of money, work, and time that they require to thrive. That's where we're going to about wrap it up. They are a very expensive lizard, one of the coolest very expensive lizards you can get though. They eat a lot, which is a good and a bad thing. But I still think that they are the best pet monitor that you can get. I would rank these guys as a 6 out of 10, which is double what the Savannah monitor got. Really, I couldn't recommend these guys enough. Even if they're not for everybody, if they are for you, they are for you. Well, anyways, go check out GrubTerra, and I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what it's going to be, but hopefully it is better than the Gopher Pet review.